So it's really very, very, very straightforward. As many of you guys know, I have two what I call high-level coaching groups. These are people who want to spend a year being mentored and coached specifically by me. We have several coaches here at Real Investors. We have several talented people who are coaches and assist our coaches, but some people they want to be mentored by the dean. So many, many years ago, I put forward a coaching program. It's called our VIP level coaching program. These are folks, thank you, these are folks who invest as much as $25,000 a year to be mentored by me. Now, why in the world would anybody invest $25,000 a year to be mentored by me? Anybody? Anybody? Two reasons. One, it works. More importantly, two, they have the money. And if they have the money and they're like, hey, this is a way to go get on the fast track, then let me go ahead and put forward my application and see if I can be mentored by Sherman. Right now, we have 18 people and I cap it at 20, all right? So we will bring 2 more people into the coaching program, but that's not the point. The point is I have 18 people who are currently being mentored by me who have money. They have what? Money. And one of the things that they want to see happen is that I use my influence, my contacts, and my connections to help them close more deals. And did I mention that they have what? Money. So more or less, there's 20 of us, myself included, and my daughter who's here in the room. I won't embarrass her by telling you, where she is, but give it up for my daughter. All right. So myself, my daughter, and 18 people who have money want to do more deals. And here's the deal. We're looking for single family houses. We're looking for apartment houses, specifically 4 to 12 unit, that size apartment house. Anybody know of any 4 unit to 8 unit apartment houses in DC? We're looking for them because we want to do some condo conversions in DC. Anybody who knows of 8 to 12 or even 12 to 15 unit buildings in Baltimore City or Prince George's County, we want to buy and hold those for rental purposes. So we are actively looking for apartment houses. We're looking for single family houses. We're looking for land. We're looking for land all over the region. You want to know why? Because the DC market is red hot. Red hot. And right now, some of the best deals out there are finding dilapidated houses and tearing them down, finding little slivers of property and putting houses on them. And you're going to see that strategy explode all over the region. Last October, we did a bus tour, and I showed people 3 properties last October. They already have houses being built on them right now, right here in Bowie. Right in the P section, right? And over in the J section. For those of you who from Bowie know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Everybody else is like, what the hell is he talking about? P section, J section, right? So we're looking for land. Little slivers of land, chunks of land, right? We're looking for small scale commercial. Right now, I'd love to have myself 1 or 2 car washes. I got, especially the automated kind. I got a brand new neighbor. Well, he's not brand new anymore. He lives directly across the street from me. Paid $1 million for his house about 3 years ago. We finally got a chance to meet each other. His name's Eddie. I'm like, Eddie, what do you do? He says, I'm in the real estate business. I said, hey, I'm in the real estate business. He says, I know, I Googled you. I said, well, Eddie, what aspect of real estate? He says, I own laundromats and car washes in Chicago. And he make a lot of money. And he says he really loved the car washes because the car washes, he don't even have to go there but once a month. I said, tell me more, Eddie, tell me more. It pays to have neighbors that got money, especially if they're willing to show you what they do. So I'm looking for, get me a couple of these automated car washes. So bottom line is, we are looking for deals. And we need some help. We have money. We know how to put deals together. We have the resources. We have the contracts. We have the money. We have the legal agreements. We have the title companies. And we can close very, very, very quickly. Okay? This is no shuck and jive. This is no, oh, well, when you send me 1,000 deals and fax them to me, right? Anybody ever take an out-of-town guru course and will admit it? And they talk about their partners program, right? And their partners program is, you from long distance have to find and fax it into them. No, 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 no. If you're in our partners program and you find a deal, you will get my personal cell phone number. You'll be able to text me, call me, and say, hey, Sherman, I need to see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock because I got a beeline on a deal. And if it's something that I want to do, I'll be there at 9 o'clock. If it's something that one of my fellow VIP members wants to do, we'll be there at 9 o'clock. If it's something my daughter wants to do, she'll be there at 8:45. Because she's speedy come greedy on this stuff, right? So the bottom line is we are here and we want to close deals here. And we need help finding deals here. But we can close quickly, and we have some very aggressive goals for 2016. Some very aggressive goals. We want to get some stuff done. You want to know why? Because this time next year, interest rates aren't going to be where they are today. This time next year, interest rates are not going to be where they are today. The Federal Reserve has already said they're going to raise interest rates 4 times in 2016. Now, last time they raised interest rates on December the 8th by 25%, 25 basis points, right? So if they raise interest rates 4 or 5 more times like they said they're going to do, loans are going to go from 4.75% to 5.75 or 6%. Do you know what happens when first-time home buyers are looking at loans at 6%, 6.5%, 7%? The market slows way down. So those of us who have been at this business for a while, and I see a lot of the folks who know what I'm talking about, like our realtors in the room and our money people in the room are like shaking their heads. We all believe that we have about maybe one good year, maybe 18 months of this sort of hyperactivity, and then stuff's going to slow way, way down. So if we want to get it done, we know we need to get it done in 2016. Waiting till this time next year does none of us any good. We got to get it done now. And in order for us to get done what we need to get done, we need you. Specifically, we need bird dogs. Dorothy talked about in the video how she, on many of her first deals, she got finder's fees. Right? Now, we don't call it finder's fees everywhere because finder's fees are okay in DC, which is where she was finding property. It's okay. By law, it's okay. But finder's fees are not okay in Virginia. So guess what? We don't do finder's fees, but we still get you paid. We just have to do it a little bit differently. Got to add a couple extra hoops. Finder's fees are okay in Maryland, but it's still not the best thing to do. But DC, finder's fees are fine. Bird dog fees are fine all day long in DC. Maryland and Virginia, we have to do things a little bit differently. In Maryland and Virginia, we have to actually make you a partner. We have to literally make you a partner in our LLC, and guess what? We then give you the choice. Do you want to stay in the deal? You don't have to put any money into the deal, but you don't get paid if you stay in the deal, not right away. You get paid when we get paid. Or do you want us to cash you out? Most people say, well, hey, I'm in the deal, but you know what? I just as soon get cashed out because I got stuff I need to pay for. So we make you a partner, and then we cash you out. And that's 100% legal in Virginia, DC, and Maryland. In DC, we can just go ahead and just write you a check or give you cash like Dorothy did, because finder's fees are okay in DC. Isn't it nice to come to a real estate investor club meeting and somebody actually knows what the law is, where you want to do business? Right? Isn't it nice to actually walk in the door and somebody says, hey, there's certain things you can do and certain things you can't do, and oh, by the way, we can still do it, but we have to do it a slightly different way because of the way that the Maryland law is, or the way the Virginia law is, or the way the DC law is, because most of these real estate laws are local laws, and you have to know what they are. But the bottom line is we are willing to pay finder's fees, we're willing to pay wholesale fees, we're even willing to let you stay in the deal if you want to. Some of you have family members who own property. Some of y'all got family members that got row houses in DC, and they're ready to move back to North Carolina. And they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with that house. And if you go talk to a typical real estate agent, they'll say, well, I'll list it for you after you fix it up, and I'll sell it for the highest price I can get. We say, you know what? Your house might be a prime candidate for a pop-up. Y'all know what a pop-up is? A pop-up is where you put another floor on it, and all of a sudden the house that was worth $400,000, $500,000, you put a little pop-up on it, convert it into 3 condos, and all of a sudden that same house is worth $1.2 million. Now, if you had an aunt, an uncle, a mom, a dad, a grandmother, who sold their house for $400,000, paid commissions on that $400,000, and moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, and then at the family reunion or the family Christmas party, you say, oh, grandma, oh, auntie, Did you know that you could have done a pop-up and sold that house for 3 times what you got? Do you think grandma's going to be happy with you finding it out after the fact? No. So my strong suggestion is spend a little time with us in the Partners Program and see if it might not make sense to go approach grandma or auntie or mom and dad and say, hey, look, you got this property and we know some folks that are experienced investors. Let's at least sit down and have a cup of coffee with them and see if it might not make sense to partner with them so that they bring the money, they bring the expertise, they bring all the effort, and at the end of the day, we're splitting 1.5 million, or 1.2 million, excuse me, rather than 400,000. Y'all with me? The room's getting warm. I think light bulbs are going on. So you may already have family, friends, folks who already have stuff. Bring it. Let's take a look at it. Let's make a decision. Does it make sense? And of course, we will train you, and you'll get a chance to look over our shoulder, and you will partner with us, and you will profit. And at the end of the day, you will earn while you learn. Right now, on average, finder's fees, as Dorothy said in the video, ranging between $500 and $1,200. So just simply finding a deal and saying, hey, I found something here, let me bring it in, you're looking at possibly $1,000 finder's fees. If we actually step into wholesaling where we have to put it under contract and make you a partner with us and we cash you out, cash outs right now are about $5,000 to $7,500 per deal. So if we find 2 deals, you're potentially looking at 10 grand, minimum. Can I guarantee it? No. Well, how come you can't guarantee it? Because I know what I'm bringing to the table. The question is, are you bringing what you're bringing to the table? If I bring what I bring, and my partners bring what we bring, and you guys bring what you bring, which is your effort, right? You're trading your time to learn the business. Then yes, I can guarantee that you bring us a deal that meets the parameters, we are ready to close. And given the fact that there's 20 of us who are out there looking for deals, consolidated, looking together, right? Chances are whatever you bring, somebody's going to want it. Somebody's going to want it.